Hello, everybody out there on YouTube, and welcome back to Season 9 NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series action. Today, we are getting set for All-Star Break. I am Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NNSCRA Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to Dragonette Super Speedway for the first of two races here today. And this is going to be, first off, the All-Star Open, where whoever finishes first, second, and third are going to get their way into the All-Star race. Big move. So, excuse me. And so for this race, the fan vote, for those who don't know how the fan vote turned out, the winner of that fan vote who got to skip this event to go into the All-Star race was points leader Johnny Gardner. So Johnny Gardner will join the ranks of many for that race, so that's going to be interesting. But we don't have the entire field made up yet. That is the purpose for the Open, where whoever finishes first, second, third gets their way into the All-Star race, and the winner of the All-Star race gets a guaranteed ride for Season 10. Probably will be the biggest season ever. More drivers are going to enter in this season. For Season 10, we're going to go up from 60 to 70. Big move right there. And we are extending the top 30 rule into top 35. So there'd be 35 guys battling inside the top 35 and then 35 guys outside trying to get in the top 35. So that's a big announcement for next season, for the biggest season ever, because we are reaching Season 10, and then from Season 11 onward, we may go back to the old 42 car lineup. But with that said, let's look at the starting lineup for the All-Star Open. In the top 10, we got Jessie Seti on the pole. Starting next to her is Nathan Hudson. Row 2 is John Art and Matthew Dalio. Row 3, Sky Commons and Angel Navarro. Row 4, Austin Mongold and Mason Powers. And then row 5, Anthony Ritchie and Devin Becker. And then starting in the last row is Aaron Henderson. Or actually, no, starting last is Marco Martinez. The row in front of him is William Brock and Aaron Henderson. So this is going to be interesting, because this is the first time ever we have come to Dragonette, and we're going to see how this super speedway track will be in comparison to others, because this is going to be the new home for All-Star Break and for the Chase LCQ events. But let's go ahead and get the command to fire engines for the All-Star Open here at Dragonette.
Drivers, start your engines!
Cars rolling out of pit road to get set for racing. Like I said, it's all going to be about who gets to the lead, second place, and third place here at the end. Because it's all about the All-Star race and that opportunity to get a guaranteed spot for Season 10 of Walmart Cup, in the biggest season ever when we get to it. And speaking of the Season 10 sign-ups, the sign-ups for that season will be out after All-Star Break is over. So after the All-Star race is released, the sign-ups for Season 10 will be out for the Open. Big move. So as far as a prediction that I have for this event, who I think is going to get to first, second, third, I could see James Qualls getting in that mix. And a few guys even starting back here I could see get up there. Matt McIntyre could be a sleeper pick for the top 3. Same with Daniel Gilbert in the 33, because Gilbert's had a nice little streak going. He's been finishing very well in all the races he's qualified in, including a second place finish in, I believe it was Sonoma, I want to say. No, I think it was Lime Rock, I think. I can't remember. But pace car in the pit road, which means it's time to boogity, 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 go racing. Sky Commons led the first lap of the day. And I see Devin Becker. That bottom lane's starting to get some momentum going. Devin Becker, Anthony Ritchie, and James Qualls all working together on the bottom line of the racetrack, as they are almost 4 wide, a few rows back, but mostly 3 wide for the time being. As we look around throughout the field, and they're racing pretty well. It's just if they don't lean, as long as they don't lean, they're good to go. Back up here at the front, it is now Devin Becker to the top spot with Common second, Qualls third. And what about Matt McIntyre? He started way in the back, around, I would say, 27th. And now he's all the way up here, now going to try to get to second. Possibly the lead. Quite a lot of shuffling around the field going on already. And Matt McIntyre now to the lead, and he's got Bob Jones behind him with Henry Sanford running a special paint scheme, kind of like a retrospective of everything, of most paint schemes that Jeff Gordon has ran in his career. And that paint scheme is given for Henry Sanford for this race. Nick Alton now in the third, so right now those top 3 would be McIntyre, Jones, and Alton at the current moment. Got a few stragglers in the back. I see Nathan Hudson, Matthew Dalio, Marco Martinez. I think they just lost the draft, so they're hoping for a caution to come out in order to get back up there. Battle for third between Joe Gibbs' teammates. Jake Baskinger up there, about to try to go by Bob Jones. Kyle Keefe is into the mix, same with William Brock, Sky Commons, Stephanie Naylor, John Arndt, Zach Flickinger, among many others, all trying to force their way into that top 3. But right now it is single file with the top 3, with McIntyre, Alton, and Baskinger right now. And then it's double to 3 wide from 5th on back, 6th on back. Jonathan Zorline trying to get the bottom lane working for him with help from Angel Navarro, but now Devin Becker's going to make it 3 wide. Oh, and cars are on pit road. I saw Nathan Hudson. Something must have went wrong with the 7 car, because he had to come into pit road, but we aren't expecting to have any pit stops for gas in this race. So I'm thinking something had to happen with the 7 car to make him come into pit road. Obviously, I don't think we've had a wreck happen, because I don't see skid marks. Maybe something internally within the car just went completely wrong. As back up here at the front, Nick Alton leads. And he's got Sky Commons and William Brock in there, as we are now 4 laps to go here in the open. Jonathan Zorline, I saw trying to get the bottom lane working a little bit ago, and he's still getting it to work. He's on his way up to the front, as he has Devin Becker behind him. And then Mason Powers, Zach Flickinger right behind them two in the bottom groove. Sky Commons leads with 3 laps to go. And now here comes Mason Powers. representing Tommy Baldwin Racing in the number 36, trying to work his way up there. Now into third, trying to go for second. As we've got two separate packs right now in the field, all trying to shuffle for position, or jockeying for position. And now Zach Flickinger, with help from Anthony Ritchie, Jesse Setti, Aaron Henderson, up to second. But now Jesse Setti, Aaron Henderson going to break away from that to get their own line going with 2 laps to go. Whoa, Setti about got into Anthony Ritchie, and that could have been a big, massive incident right there. Aaron Henderson now underneath Jesse Setti for third. Setti going to make it 3 wide for second. Too bad Flickinger and Setti don't have draft help right at the moment. And now Aaron Henderson going to try to go by Sky Commons for the top spots. We're coming out of 4 to take the white flag. White flag is out here at Dragonette for the All-Star Open. Right now, the top 3, Henderson, Becker, Setti. But that might change because Setti pulled in front of William Brock. And now it's going to be 3 wide. 3 wide for second. Now it's back to double wide. Man, it's getting really dicey up here. Whoa, and we about had a wreck. Setti about came down into Brock, and that could have been bad. JT Bryan, who we haven't talked about all day, he's now into the mix. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time. Photo finish at the line, but Aaron Henderson wins the All-Star Open. William Brock second, JT Bryant third. So it's those 3, Henderson, Brock, and Bryant, all transferring over to the All-Star race. And what a great race we had here today here for the Open. And this is just a preview of what we could see in the All-Star race itself. But holy moly, let's look at the rest of the results. Bob Jones, close but no cigar, in 4th. Same goes for Jesse Setti, 5th. The rest of the top 10 was Angel Navarro, Jake Baskinger, John Arndt, William Duncan, and Devin Becker. Rest of the top 20 was Matt McIntyre, Chase Oliver, Sky Commons, Henry Sanford, Zach Flickinger, Kyle Keefe, Nick Alton, Daniel Gilbert, Ryan Acosta, Caleb Farrell. And then the rest of the top 30, James Qualls, Stephanie Naylor, Anthony Ritchie, Austin Mongold, Mason Powers, Tim Walsh, Jonathan Zorline, Alan Cavagnaro, Katie Cochran, Blaine Keys, Matthew Dalio, Marco Martinez, and then 1 car lap down was Nathan Hudson. Well, stay tuned later on in the day because we've got the All-Star race coming up next. So stick around. This is just the first video of the day for the Walmart Cup. Next part will be coming up after this. So keep an eye out for the All-Star race.